Very, very difficult for the other side to keep track of.
Of course, as we see these team compositions, the reason the top lane
Be taken just yet.
Steos is coming down, though. He might have the jump.
Steos jumping in, Counter-Strike active, really threatening onto Audi here, who needs to find a way to get away from this one. No longer has his flash available. Steos trying to jump in there, might be able to find the first blood, and it goes over to Diamond. That is righteous justice for having spent so much. Steos looking pretty comfortable in this matchup, 1v1 topside now on the Jax. Even though the Camille has better itemization through the Phage, he's really not worried about it. But now, Giral with more health, more mana,
to this.
might be able to win this fight. Issues the Hex Tech ultimatum, the Galio coming in, and it might just be an outplay. Nope! See you later, Giral grabbing the kill.
And the outplay is the damage reduction as well that the Galio ultimates look towards. Gambit want this blue buff.
Let's see if Seiya and Adi can defend here. Blue buff down below 1,000 HP. Taunt coming out from Seiya. Counter-strike on Steos, keeping himself alive. Giral trying to jump in there with the hook shot. Diamond Prox potentially going to be caught out here. Trying to flash over the wall. Doesn't find his way out just yet, but Giral going to be the one almost going down. Seiya grabbing the kill onto Diamond as Giral falls as well. 1-for-1 so far. Gambit versus Steos. Not the Trinity Force versus Trinity Force rush on both of these. We are seeing the Ninja Tabby on Steos first. Curtain Call opens up bottom lane. Not to accomplish much of anything,
no,
quite
he was
honestly.
trying to clear the wave, but Braum exists.
And now Steos interrupting the hook shot from Giral, trying to keep him here long enough for Diamond Prox to show up and make this gank happen. Diamond wanting to get in there. Nice cask!
From downtown, so they lock it down. Giral's gonna die, and instead of using
Australian co-cast, we're just like the top lanes.
Thank you very much. They're engaging.
Now we've got the engage, the stun. Kira trying to get himself away, but the team collapses and manages to find themselves the damage. White Lotus grabbing the kill credit on that one.
I think Gambit just snuck away the Herald throughout all of this, though, at the same time from
the same team that they were in 2012. There's still that same sort of excitement that you feel when you watch the team in 2012. When you watch these guys introduce us to what counter jungling looked like with the unorthodox Shyvana picks and 3-buffing the enemy team. They want to see those same kind of moves. And now it's Steos. Might potentially
they're engaging.
1 versus 2 here. They go in, issue the Hex Tech ultimatum. Giral looking to find the damage, but Diamond Prox manages to make this an even fight after all. Trying to go in, back here onto Giral as Seiya shows up. Now it's going to be 3 versus 2. Diamond Prox finding himself in a spot where he's almost not able to escape. Flash into the taunt is able to lock them both down, and Steos flashing over the wall, barely staying alive until double kill comes in from Giral.
Giral comes up clutch a couple of times. They're hitting
KDA on the Camille overall. The gold between the two, a couple hundred gold better for the Jax, but that's about it. This isn't one of those runaway situations. These two are still very evenly matched.
That was a really nice play from Giral.
Definitely evading that counter-strike and immediately delivering the Justice a killing spree, flashing the emote. This is Kalista. Everybody's starting to get to the point where this team could be very scary, given the right situation.
Oh, they're going again.
Tech ultimatum a little bit early that time. Won't dodge away from the stun, but he's got Seiya here to make sure this is still not going to be a fair fight. Nice interrupt there using the Justice Punch.
Oh, no.
Counter-strike. Giral jumps a little bit too far backwards, but the flash makes sure he gets the
Rift is removed, and Seiya starts the pressure.
Seiya with the taunt, flashing forward to make sure he's able to find Blasting, tries to get the Justice Punch, only lands it onto Edward, as now they're looking to make even more happen. Giral coming over the wall, putting the damage onto Diamond. Hex Tech ultimatum now issued, knocked backwards with the cast. Very nice placement on that one. Now Seiya coming in with a heroic entrance. Edward's still going to be finding multiple people with the pulverize. He's the first one to go down. Giral still barely going to be kept alive by the Camille passive. Genthix walking away from the turret. So much damage. The double kill for White Lotus. Make that one a triple, blasting the last man up, and he will not be for long. The last kill goes over to Seiya and the clean ace for LYON Gaming.
And clean's the name of the game here. All 5 people alive. LYON will just take the turret, look towards the Baron. Anything they want on Summoner's Rift is theirs because they just outplay and out-execute their opponents in this game. So clean.
That looked like it could have gone so many different ways, and it goes the best possible way that it could have for LYON. Now they're moving on to the Baron. Now they've got the opportunity to take this objective while still having Giral in position for the split pushing. This has gone from close to very much not for GAMBIT Esports.
And the craziest part about missing is now they continue to pressure LYON through their bottom lane in the top laners fighting each other.
Edward finding a little bit of damage onto Adi, and I mean a very little bit right there. Giral now going to be drawing the aggro.
Here we go again.
People. Here comes the heroic entrance. Steos the one who's going to be burst down very, very rapidly. The Cataclysm coming in, nearly going to be taking him down at the start of the fight. Adi limping away from this fight as Edward now going to be chased down by the rest of LYON Gaming. They're onto the back line of GAMBIT Esports. Kira's caught out, stunned up, brought down. And Edward tries to get himself out while covering for his team. LYON has found their way onto the inhibitor. They're still fighting GAMBIT in the back lines as well. It's a one-kill fight, but it goes the way.
Why? You can see what Jin does for a team, but when you've got a team composition that's set up for a hyper carry, you're not really possessing enough damage right now, and they haven't been able to use it at all. So Jin not having the impact that was needed for a GAMBIT AD carry, whereas LYON's AD carry, White Lotus, has been going off.
I mean, we've seen a couple curtain calls open up, and it seems like they accomplish practically nothing as they're just absorbed by the front line. Diamond Prox walking a little bit too close to that brush, and he has no escape mechanisms left. Might be trying to use the ulti to escape. Does do so for now. Walking away with the stone plate, but White Lotus unstoppable with the damage. Edward now going to be stunned up even through the Alistair ultimate.
Oh, they're diving.
He's still going to drop. In comes Seiya. The dunk into the ground. The double kill for White Lotus. The taunt comes through onto Kira. The triple for White Lotus. Looking to make it even more. He's got the quadra.
Oh,
they're going to give it over. The pentakill for White Lotus.
Big pentakill, and the whole game goes towards LYON. They're going to be able to kill the Nexus as they'd like right now. Big performance from the AD carry.
Pentakill, penta-emote, LYON Gaming, what a show. 35 minutes in, they take down GAMBIT Esports.
They even got that emo, Captain Flowers. I'll give you that one. It was a fantastic showing from the team. A bit slower than you're used to seeing, perhaps, and maybe that mid-game jitters is something we'll have to readdress as it continues for them throughout the play-ins tournament, but so far, and right now, it's only time to celebrate with a victory like that.
GAMBIT kept things close at the start. They looked better than they did on day number 1, but then LYON found their opportunity to really show off why they are a contender here in the play-in stage, and they looked good doing it. You don't make much more of a climactic finale than what they found at the end of this game.
Absolutely right. And I mean, the hero's entrance from Seiya is the best way to describe it. The fact that Jirol was aware there was a pentakill going on in the middle.
Fan of LYON Gaming, both of these increases, the stacks are coming from their games. These guys who are contributing to the entire world. This should be everyone's favorite team.